Hi guys! Today's video will be about not falling into the trap of publicity and finding out the best books for you. I read quite a lot of books this year and thought I'd warn you about some books which were commercial hits but they hit our head with stupid logic instead. So stay tuned. The number one position is occupied by the After series. You can check out my anger on these books by clicking on the link above. Anyways, these books were a commercial hit. Only the first movie made around $69.7 million worldwide against a $14 million budget. Can you imagine that? I wouldn't have added this book on the list if it didn't support abusive relationships. The problem is that it caters to teenagers who are emotionally vulnerable, so they don't exactly know how to deal with their emotions, and those kids are defending this book. I'm not going to say much about this, but I'll share with you this article by a person who has been in an abusive relationship. He would tell me things like he was being supportive and patient with me to help me heal, and I felt like nobody else would ever be that kind or compassionate with me. I felt that I was too damaged for anyone else to be willingly deal with me. I now realize that he systematically slowly broke down my self-esteem and sense of self-worth until I was fully dependent upon his approval. I compromised who I am as a person and the basic tenets of what makes me happy. I don't know about you, but this person who systematically broke her sounds like Harden to me. And no jokes, I'm serious about this. Anyways, you'll find the link in the description box below. But even after this, if you're planning to read after, go ahead. But whenever you get time, read about abusive relationships. And let me tell you, abusive relationships are not justified for any reason. Now, if I review these books based on their stories, I definitely do not advocate for Twilight, but at least there was something original about that book. I mean, an anemic vampire? Come on. Where else can you find something like that? But these After series, they're like watching bad romance movies because you feel too lazy to do your assignments. Also, this was the case with the first book. The story and the beauty of language was not the focus of these romance series. These books focus on making us idiots. So, do not fall into the trap. Secret. I had great expectations from this book. I felt that this book will blow my mind, but what I got in return was illogical explanations on serious topics and a really awesome presentation. I mean, just check out this cover. However, the presentation isn't everything, but the content wasn't very convincing. I'll give it 10 out of 10 on the presentation. If you'll read it, you'll know. Check out this video of mine to get a better look inside this book. Anyways, the problem is that the flow of the text keeps on breaking, and it breaks right after the book introduces a new concept. One more problem with this book was explaining the core idea of the book with the help of fictional characters. I have no idea how I'm supposed to take this book seriously when it compares Genie to the power of attraction. Still, this book is optimistic. There are some parts which are quite sensible, so the book is okay. It's not as amazing as it looks, but it's okay. It does give you positive vibes when it's not presenting its ideas in its typical loony way, but it's not really worth the hype it created. Twilight. This is a weird book. I like the idea of having a vampire studying in my college. Wow, it sounds stupid when I say it like that. But before Twilight, we didn't exactly think about dating a vampire, thanks to Dracula. Still, I'll say that at least the concept was new in this novel, in comparison to After. But the main problem with Twilight is that the concept was executed poorly. My main issue is with Bella. I don't know why she didn't have anything to focus on except for Edward, and Edward's got nothing better to do except to save Bella's life. Okay, fine. A hero gets some liberties, but how did she survive all the time? Even that's fine. The main issue with Bella's character is that she is promoting a very shallow personality. She doesn't think practically, and that's harmful for so many reasons. Of course, the first one is taking wrong decisions knowingly. The fourth book is 50 Shades of Grey. This novel is just awful. But this novel worked for so many people, clearly because, well, you know. This book wasn't even made for literary purposes, so its aim was purely commercial. It's giving the audience exactly what they want, which is why a handful of people are criticizing it. I read this novel to see what the fuss is about. I shouldn't have. It was awful. And it's too long. Christian sucks. He's a jerk. That's the best character analysis of his character. Then Anna is even more pathetic than him. She keeps on saying stuff like, I don't know why guys like me. I'm not special. Which according to me translates to, if I'm going to say stuff like I'm not special, I'll get him to say stuff like, no baby, you're special to me. Blah. Pathetic. Just pathetic. And that's coming from someone like me. Let me clear this up. You don't need someone else for your happiness. Being dependent on someone else for your emotions is basically the cornerstone for a toxic relationship. This novel and all the other novels like these just somehow try to convince us otherwise. I feel if anybody would act like Anna, chances are that their relationship may become difficult to deal with in real life. And that's why it's a bad idea to mix fantasy with real life, especially when you're reading something like this. Twist me. In this novel, Julian kidnaps the girl he likes. And then, gradually, that girl falls in love with him. Don't want to sound negative, but how on earth is this a novel? You know, this also falls under the category of abusive relationships. And even if it doesn't, it's pretty normal to hate your kidnapper, right? Or maybe I have got my head's wire crossed. But falling in love with your kidnapper is like falling in love with someone like Hitler. And that guy is like that, trust me. There is just something seriously wrong in someone's head if they fall in love with their kidnapper. Is this even possible? You know what? I don't even want to know. Hey guys, how are you? Hope you liked this video. If you're still here, thank you so much for sticking around. I really appreciate it. These books were some of the books which were hyped like crazy, but the reality is that they were great novels in financial terms. And I'm cool with that. But I don't know if misguiding the audience is the right way to make money. These novels are not letting us think clearly, and that's why I have to make this video just to get my sentiments through. So, if you're reading some of these books, just be careful of what you read and critically analyze those novels so that you don't start thinking that After is a good book. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram. Let me know what was your favorite part of the video or which book I should review next, or just say hi, that's fine too. And above all that, everybody have an amazing day. I'll see you all next Monday.